If you're looking to explode your Instagram content, stop stressing your view count. Hey, I'm Marissa Grace. I've grown my Instagram to over 80,000 followers and I've hit over 20 million views on my Instagram reels. And I've been able to generate over $500,000 in my bridal hair business in just under 3 years. So let's dive into it. You want to explode your Instagram views. You want to have more views on your content, more likes, more comments, more followers, yet you're playing it safe when it comes to your content and it's not going to actually explode your reach. You're worried about more views. You're worried about being trendy. You're worried about the right audio versus getting the message across, and it's actually holding you back. When you stress your views, here's what happens. You show up curated. Your personality evaporates from your body. You're playing it safe. You're hitting copy and paste with the trends of what somebody else is doing because you think it's going to work for you. For me, why I didn't show up on social media back in the beginning, because I was stressing my view count, I was also stressing if I post educational content for my brides, somebody in my local area is going to steal my content. They're going to copy it. They're going to paste it. They're going to get more brides than I will. So I'm going to play it safe and just post some hair photos, some hair videos, and keep it at that. Versus posting what I really wanted to do because I was overthinking it. I was worrying about more views. What will people think of me? How will this come across? Is this going to be helpful? Or I didn't want to post anything that would actually be helpful and serving my brides because I thought another industry pro would comment on my post and be like, you're actually wrong, that sounds dumb. But guess what happened? I'm here years later, 80,000 followers, 20 million reels views, and none of that has happened. What happened when I stopped stressing my view count, when I stopped stressing how many followers I would get, is I actually showed up with my personality, which is what's going to attract more expressive buyers, who in sales psychology is the number one buyer that you want to have and attract with your Instagram content. I actually built a community instead of just followers. So what I need you to realize is on the other side of the screen, when you're posting, a real human is viewing it, and that real human matters. In my community, you matter. So I wasn't worried about, okay, this got 500 views. Those are 500 real people. I focus more instead of on trendy content all the time and on content that actually aligned with me, aligned with my brand, my personality, what I actually wanted to attract inside of my community. It's so easy to find yourself on Instagram doom scrolling and seeing like, oh my God, this person's doing so well. Their content looks so effortless. They post every single day. I can never post. They have millions of views. They have hundreds of thousands of likes and they have more followers than me. It's so easy to get stuck in the metrics and the views and comparing yourself to what other people are doing. And it's the number one thing that's holding you back. It's holding you back from more brides finding you. It's holding you back from your talent escaping your camera roll and actually getting recognized by brides. It's holding you back from earning more effortlessly, because if you post more brides will be aware of you, your services, your business, and that's gonna lead to more profit for you. That's gonna lead to more brides booking with you. And for me, that was always the goal, to have a bridal business versus having views and followers. That just kind of came naturally because I started falling in love with posting and creating. So I started showing up more and more and more, because what I wish I asked myself back then was, okay, you go viral and then what? You're so concerned with going viral, you don't create good content anymore that feels in alignment with you. You're so consumed with how many likes and views that you get that you just have a number and goal in your head. And if it doesn't hit that, you automatically assume your piece of content is trash, when that couldn't be further from the truth. Maybe it needs some work. If people aren't resonating with it, maybe your editing needs some work. Maybe your filming needs some work. Maybe the content that you're getting needs some work. And that's trial and error from taking the action of showing up and posting content. So you go viral, you have millions of people viewing your business, you have millions of people liking your hairstyle, or maybe they don't like your hairstyle, or they don't like the makeup look you're doing. Now you've got haters in your comments. Are you prepared to have that many eyeballs on your business? Are you prepared to maybe have some hate comments? Are you prepared to sustain that and scale it? Because when I started out, I was not ready to have millions of people on my business. My Instagram profile wasn't set up to actually capture them and turn them into bridal bookings. It was just like a fun piece of trendy content that I posted, and it didn't really have much to do about my brand and my business. There was no call to action in the post to lead to bridal inquiries. And I just wasn't set up for it. I wasn't set up to sustain that, because once you do go viral, people want to follow you and then they want more of that content. They want more from you. Are you ready to sustain that? Do you have a content system in place to constantly show up and post content? There's a way that you can strategically design your Instagram profile so that you're generating passive bridal inquiries constantly, and your Instagram can become a bridal inquiry generating machine. I didn't learn that the first time around, but the second, third, fourth, fifth time, I learned it. And I learned that Google did a study that in order for somebody to buy from you, they need to spend an average of 7 hours with you, over 11 different touch points with you in 4 different locations. So just because you're getting millions of views doesn't mean that they're gonna turn into bridal bookings or millions of dollars in your bank account. Because a 30-second reel, somebody's gonna need to spend a lot more time with you than just 30 seconds, 10 seconds. And also another thought that I had is, if you're getting millions of views, your focus is on more instead of better. So your focus, if you're just chasing those views, you're just chasing getting likes, you're chasing getting followers, what you're actually doing is you're focusing on more instead of better content. You're focusing on getting more brides when maybe you need to get better at your services. So here's what happens. You go viral, you get a lot of views, you get a lot of brides in, maybe you book these brides, but now they find out that your services, your client experience, your back end, your onboarding isn't actually great. And what does that do? That creates a reputation for you. Because if you're constantly focusing on more, putting out more content, being more trendy, getting more followers, getting the more likes, you stop analyzing your content to be better. You stop looking at the data to be better. And if you're bringing clients in like that versus getting better at your technical skill, better at the foundations of your business, better at having a client experience that's amazing, that wows your clients, that makes your clients feel so good, they want to tell everybody about it. Instead, on the other side of that, what's going to happen is you have all these people in your business and you're not really good at your client experience, or you're not good at your styling, you're not good at your makeup yet, and nothing spreads faster than a bridesmaid who had a bad experience with you, and I can say that for sure. So instead, focus on getting your client experience dialed in. Focus on getting your Instagram profile ready for when you do go viral. Focus on getting your content better than the last one that you posted instead of just trying to post more. And personally, one of my favorite times inside of my social media journey was when I didn't have a big following, was when I wasn't getting a lot of views, which is why I love YouTube so much right now, because I'm not stressing the view count. I can actually show up and get my message across without overthinking it, because not that many people are watching it, and that makes me feel safer. Feels safer when you don't have a lot of eyes on you. When you do have a lot of eyes on you, like I do over on my Instagram, I'm like, I really want this to perform. And it stops you from actually showing up authentically. And it makes me think about in 2017 when I was in therapy, when I was doing the transition of leaving my 9-to-5 and going all in on my bridal business. My therapist had said to me, like, what are you so afraid of? Like, what's the worst that can happen? And then she asked me a question I'll never forget. She said, what do you have to lose? Don't own a home, you don't have kids right now, you're renting your apartment, you're able to afford all your bills right now, car's paid off, you don't really have anything to lose if you quit your 9-to-5 and go all in on your bridal hair business. And it's the same thing with your content right now. So if you're not getting the views, you're not getting the likes, embrace it. Embrace being in that experimental phase. Embrace not having so many eyes on you. Embrace being in the position that you have nothing to lose, because when you do, when you have a following, when you have content that consistently goes viral, you need to keep up with that. You have something to lose if your content goes down. Embrace being a beginner, embrace being in this experimental phase. So now I'm challenging you to embrace that and be a beginner. Say 1, 2, 3, go, and post the content. Infuse your personality back into it. Don't let it evaporate from your body. No second thoughts. So what do you say? Are you with me? Comment, just post it down below if you're with me. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one.